So we're here at M Arts, where many of these lovely people decide to set up pop-up stores where they'll sell their goods and show off their expressions in art. Hello, how you doing?
Jacob, nice to see you, man. Hello.
How you doing?
How nice it is to see you again.
It's great.
Yeah, how's your art trail going?
Oh, really good, really good.
Yeah, mine is too. People are arriving and flowing and
So it's starting to build up?
It is building up. There's a real buzz in town. I think they're really enjoying it.
That's great.
Looks schmick. How nice.
Thank you.
Did you see this one?
Oh man, it's amazing. What is this one?
It's a coral and red one that I've combined with glass beads, and I do these little fancy run-over beads so they run over other things. There's a whole range to have a peek at. Yours is a fine selection, but I have way more.
No, I don't know Jacob.
Hello.
Hi, Jacob.
Community television,
Community television, lovely.
not by big business.
That's fabulous. That's what we like to hear.
It's a local woman.
Yes, I am local. Crystal Creek.
Sorry,
yeah.
Crystal Creek. I
Yeah,
get them
Crystal
mixed
Creek. But I don't get to come into town very often because I work up on the Gold Coast. This is fabulous.
Are you guys both friends?
I'd say we're friends.
Yes,
we
5
met
minutes
each other.
ago.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, friends. But sometimes when you get into conversation, it just happens, and there's some energetic kind of, I guess, a knowingness. And
all
so I got that impression from Donna that I don't know, we could easily just banter about crazy stuff.
Many hours.
And give us maybe I'd like a beer or a gin and tonic. What would you like?
Both of those are good.
So any stuff you love here?
I just love the uniqueness. There's lots of original art and there's lots of local people showing their wares and like the beads, they're fabulous. Well, hi, I'm Donna, and this is Jacob and Michelle, and I've been handed the mic. So Michelle's got this lovely spot here, and I've just met Michelle, and Michelle has just shown me her unique product, and it's something that really needs to be looked at and valued because it's great.
Absolutely, it's the handmade, isn't it? It's the slow making. And I think what's really important about it is we're moving away now from the mass production. I think artisans now are stepping up and saying, hey, I make my things, I make them by hand. It's a very slow process, and it's not at all like that cheap mass-produced stuff that I often find myself competing with. So in this space at the M Arts Precinct, where Makers Finders are really offering an opportunity for people who make their things, who are the artisans, where things are much slower and therefore a little bit more expensive than, machine produced.
It should be about making what you need to actually make a living, not like mass producing in machines like those in China, which may contain asbestos.
That's right.
Yeah, because
I don't think the people in China are perhaps well paid for the work that they're doing. I think their skills are perhaps undervalued, and therefore that's why we get our products cheaper.
many companies do child slave labour in usually poorer countries, which could actually lead to cheaper production costs. And so local is much better because you're supporting more communities and more money into other people's pockets and more quality.
That's right. Yeah, and the quality, fewer quality items that are locally produced is much better than the mass production.
And less landfill.
Yoo-hoo, less landfill.
And I really find that these kind of gatherings, actually, for me, I get a lot out of it because you meet the people,
Yes.
you meet the artists, and it encourages economy. The economic arena here is increased,
Absolutely.
and people have more job opportunities, and it's just good for everybody in a
that's
small
right.
community like this.
Yes.
Yeah, really good. Absolutely brilliant.
You are a brilliant presenter.
Am I?
So you're going to get a full-time job.
Does it pay better than nursing?
Well, it's community television, so we're all the presenters.
Yes, we are.
Beautiful.
So thank you for the opportunity. Never held a mic before.
So I've been making glass beads for 14 years now, and I started off with fairly small and very regular beads until I realised that by making small and regular beads they looked very much the same as what was available in the shops, and so I really needed a point of difference. And at the same time I am a visual artist, and the work that I've been making just recently, in my art practice, I had a lot of staples left over, like mountains of staples. I'd pull them out and I'd just have mountains of staples. And so I then started including them in my beads. And that wasn't a new thing, because up until that point, I had also, you can look closer into this one, you can really,
it fell down.
You can really see that I've incorporated metals that I've found. So it's sort of a recycling kind of concept to appreciate what has been discarded and how do we revalue it. Because a lot of things get thrown away way too quickly. And with your bead as well, I've used...
This is what she gave to me.
Oh, beautiful.
She said this one's special.
Special for a special person.
Yes.
And I'm loving that he's wearing it all the time I've seen him.
Yeah.
So, and he's on my Instagram account now.
Yeah.
So with my beads, it's all about how do I show the uniqueness of an individual bead. So I don't want any of the beads to look similar, and it's really just important that if you, Donna, come along and go, hey, I want a bead that reflects what you're after, in the colours that you're after, in the unique form, because you're not the same as anybody else. I'm not the same. And so why do I want to buy something that everyone else is wearing? And so it's about the slow process of making, the artisan. And I really feel that I am. I'm a glass bead maker, artisan. And there's that real crossover. So when I start using my waste materials from my art practice and incorporating them with my beads, you get such diversity. And diversity is what it's all about, I think.
And the thing about diversity is I love to actually try this one.
Yeah, have a look at that. Yeah, it is. I didn't make that kaleidoscope. This is my technique that I use when women need some time to look at my beads and they've got a toddler or someone small. I go, hey, here's a kaleidoscope. Or if their partner's really like, I don't want to look at jewellery. And so it's like, well, I have this very beautiful kaleidoscope. It's my my technique to keep the men and the young people.
Probably the men more than anything, because shopping is not their favourite, is it?
No, it's not at all. What do you reckon?
I love window shopping.
You love window shopping. They're handmade in Yukai. That's where I am, in my home studio.
One more thing.
Yes.
What's this?
This is an example of exactly what I'm talking about. I find things and I see the beauty in waste. So this is a flood collection. So when it flooded in 2017, I found this piece, and it has now become part of the display.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That's been wonderful. This is Michelle, Emu Beads, and you're on TV.
And I'm Donna, and I'm from Crystal Creek, and you're on Community Tweed TV.